Kevin, another season, 20 odd for the Dynamos and probably longer for yourself. A sense of optimism going into the new season with a lot of new faces, some old coming back to the club. You know, does that give you renewed hope? I know we talk about this every season, but you must be full of enthusiasm ahead of the weekend.
Yeah, definitely. It's again, it's always a tough summer. I think you ask any coach in any league, apart from the ones who've probably got scouts working for them on behalf of them, it's a big auction out there at the start of the year, and we knew there was probably going to be lots of movement this year throughout the teams, and it proved that. And last year we just didn't recruit right. I thought we had a young enough team, good enough team to probably push a little bit harder than what we did, but we were probably a little bit out of our depth with experience and things like that. But we've got bundles of it. We've got bundles of youth this year. We've got bundles of experience, guys that played in this league and for a long time, and they know what it's about. So hopefully we're going to be pushing for a lot more than what we did last year.
And obviously it was a long summer break. You know, the season ended earlier and no real playoff action. It must have left you frustrated, but gives you a bit more time to sort of plan.
Yeah, it's always a horrible feeling you go out first round of the playoffs. It hasn't happened for a few years now, so yeah, it gives us a little bit of time off and spend a little bit more time with the family and stuff like that, which is nice. And you kind of get to work after a week or so, wait for all the playoff and commentary finals finish, and wait till you start contacting guys that are still playing. So yeah, we left it till after then, and obviously a couple got away and a couple more came in that we didn't expect to get and things like that. But it's a tough summer. Like I said, it is an auction out there at the start, and then guys realise where they want to go and things like that. But we had to make changes. We had to make some big changes, and this club, like we've just had a team meeting with the boys. This club has always lived up to high expectations, and the expectations last year was, well, we're gonna go out and have a good work ethic, and we come off that loads last year and we didn't get any points from it. This year we've got no excuses. The work ethic should be there, the talent is there, and we've just got to get the team unity. That's what I've just told the boys. If we had the unity in this dressing room, that takes it onto the ice, and that'll get us points straight off the bat.
One of the first signings you made was obviously Andre. I guess it's an absolute no-brainer. He's probably one of the best defencemen in the league.
Yeah, he's not only that, he's one of the easiest players I've ever worked with in my life, not import-wise or British or wherever he's come from. You know, he lives around the corner from me. We spend a lot of time. He works over here now. We spend a lot of time in the summer together. His wife's settled over here now as well. So, yeah, Andre's always good to get back. You know, if he ever leaves, it's a big space to fill. Only just because of what he gives to the team on the ice, of what he does as well away from the rink, and helps me out. He's always there for like shoulder to cry on, but you know, a bit of advice when we both need it. And yeah, it's good. We bonded a good friendship. That's probably why I went to his wedding last summer. We bonded a good friendship over the last 3-4 seasons. So yeah, I'm really glad he's back.
You've, like you say, got some experienced names: Callum Best, Joe Allen, Anthony Leone, you know, Matt Ford. You've got a nucleus of people there that have been there and seen it and done it. So hopefully that was obviously your thinking to build around those kind of people. Yeah,
you have to get them names in straight away and then build around. You know, with Leone, you know what you're going to get out of Leone. He's 110% on the ice, 110% off the ice, and people don't see the behind the scenes what he does in this dressing room as well. That's a massive thing that this dressing room was missing last year. I'm not saying Strauss did a bad job or anything else, but it was quite hard to get the boys into a motivational kind of mindset straight off the bat. After I think Bobby left us after the first week, and then Strawson was given the captaincy role, and he wasn't here for training and things like that. And that's another. It goes down to that. Guys not being here for training, guys not being here for this, and the excuses. Like, everyone's here, everyone needs to be here. And unfortunately, if boys aren't not turning up and things like that, they're going to be going because there's everyone's fighting for a spot out there. We've got talent, we've got goal scoring talent, we've got defensive talent. And with Longer coming in as well, and netminder, and we're solid throughout. And bringing them faces in like Best, we know Best is an unbelievably skilled player. You got Ford, he's got the experience. He can play forward, he can play D. He doesn't mind where he plays, and you know you're going to get 110% out of him. And so you bring 3 players in like that straight off the bat, you've got 100%, 110% men there. The other kids or the other youngsters that are not quite experienced in this league are going to look up to and know what their standards are, because they're set the standards for them other players.
And you brought in the Bartlett brothers from Chelmsford. A couple of players that divide opinion a little bit. You know, obviously the Dynamos have loved to hate them over the years, but
I've hated them for years. But off the ice, they've always been polite to me, always shook hands. But it's different. They're playing for another club, you know. It's part of what they do. They get under your skin. Whether you like you say, they love to hate them. But I can probably assure you, after this weekend, they'll be fan favourites straight away. They're a good couple of guys. They work extremely hard. They're very, very talented. And they were probably wasted last year in the league they were in, and they need to come up to this league and show what it's all about and see what they can do in this league. And I'm under no false pretences whatsoever what they can do in this league. They put up points. They put up points wherever they've been, or wherever league they've been in with Chelmsford. And as well, they've had a bit of a leadership role last year in Chelmsford. So that's what we need. We need guys in there being vocal. We need this room being loud, and bringing them sort of boys in are going to do that.
You picked up obviously another import. I guess it's a little bit hard. You're going on a bit of YouTube videos and a bit of recommendation. Can you tell us a little bit about him from what you've seen so far?
Yeah, Ed's smooth skating, shoots the puck extremely well. He doesn't speak much English at the moment. He hasn't really been around the boys that much, so spending time with Andre in the flat's probably not helping him. I've told him tonight that I'm banning Slovak in the flat. If I come round there and hear that, I think they're going to ground him or something like that, I said to him. But no, he seems he hasn't put up, he's not massive numbers he's put up in that extra league, but to play 300 plus games, to even play that, you've got to be able to play the game. Simple as that. You've got to be able to play the game, and he's probably going to have a little bit of a different role than what he's had before. You know, he's an import forward coming into this league. You need to put the puck in the net to keep your job. You probably need to be average 2-3 points per game, which is his high standard. But he's going to be more than capable of that. He's got a cannon of a shot. He looks like he reads the game very well, skates very, very well. So, like I say, the experience again. He's young. He's coming into a different country, so it's going to take him a couple of weeks to get used to things. But yeah, what I've seen of Ed so far has really impressed me.
And Suster's obviously got the deal over the line, thankfully.
Yeah.
A guy with a lot of talent at still at a very young age.
Yeah, massive talent. You know, a couple of years I saw him in Peterborough, and when we didn't have games and things, and go and have a look around and see what the league above was like at that time, and you see him coming through as a junior, and you see him coming through, and he's skating around in a adult's body but with a face cage on. You think, who the hell's that kid? You know, and he's lucky enough that he's come available this summer. It took a bit of a wheeling and dealing to get him over here. He wanted to make sure everything was alright, and because you need another part of the recruitment. You're an 8th place team from last year, and it wasn't a great atmosphere to be around last year inside this dressing room, and players talk, simple as that. But you know, we're going to make them changes with Leone and Fordy and Andre being here and Strauss being here and them sort of characters. We needed to make sure the place was right for everyone coming in, not only Martins as well. So yeah, I'm very, very happy we got that deal across the line.
And you're going to give youth a chance again. Young Jake Steadman's on a two-way with the Mustangs, and even younger Owen Dell. You know, he's put up the numbers for youth teams. You know, we just don't know how these guys are going to fare, but you're giving them a chance. Yeah,
like Jake stepped in last year when I think we were short of bodies, and he jumped up to first line. I think he played through the playoffs in the first line. I think we were leading up to the playoffs. He played in the first line. He was keeping a couple of other well-known players out of their positions, and unfortunately for Jake this year, it's come to the point where I've stacked the squad a little bit more, and I've said to him that you're not probably going to get the amount of ice time that you got to the back end of last year because of the amount of players and the talent we've got above you at the moment. But I'll put you on a two-way, let's improve you, and you're only going to improve with players around you like that. And the same as Owen, he skated with us 5 or 6 times last year for practice. He impressed. I've had people looking at him in the summer while he's been training in the summer, and everyone said he's more than capable of coming out and doing your job. So we can throw him in whenever we get the opportunity. Unfortunately for another guy we've got who's training with us at the moment, little Owen Ryder, the goalie as well. He's only 15 at the moment, but he's more than capable of coming in and do a backup job in the next year or so to give him that experience, and then probably fight for the #1 spot in a couple of years. But again, with that crazy rule that 15-year-olds can't play in this league is a bit mad, but we have to abide by them rules. So yeah, with the youth and experience and everything else, it's time for that. And like I said to the junior guy, if there's another guy, a couple of guys out there that catch my eye, they're going to be coming in. As simple as that. You've got to aspire to play for the top team in this building, and the aspiration to play in front of a crowd and play in front of a professional environment, and that's what we're going to try and give these kids.
And you persuaded Aaron Strawson to not come out of retirement, but he was halfway there. He's going to come back on a part-time basis. I guess he's good to have an extra body around the building, but someone who's sort of fits in well around the change room.
Yeah, it's a squeeze when he's in it, but no, I'm only joking. He's a good lad. Look, he come down 6 years ago, or whatever it is now. He settled down here. His girlfriend's expecting a baby in October. He's unfortunately things did change in the summer because he got told he was going back on night shift with his job, and his job comes first. As simple as that. He's got other things to provide for now, not just himself. So. Yeah, he talked about it a couple of times, saying, "I think I'm not missing hockey in this summer. I'm not missing hockey this summer." And like, after the season we had, I don't think anyone was kind of missing it. It was true heart of the Dynamos kind of cause. But we said to him, "Let's come back. Don't just give it up. I don't want you just saying, yeah, thanks to the supporters, thanks for everything. Let's get you out there, see how it works. If it works for both of us, we'll do it that way. If it doesn't, there might be a time when I announce that he's retiring during the season. You never know. It's totally down to straw. So I've put him in that way. But you got to have him around. You know, he's a lovable lad. He's a bit strange at times. We all know that, which I think makes him a bit lovable. But I'm glad he's back.
With just the 8 teams in this league, unfortunately, no Cardiff Fire. There's still a lot to play for. The league is probably stronger. But you yourselves, I guess, will probably be looking to finish a bit higher in the league this coming season. Yeah,
definitely. We don't want to be. You can say now if you took Cardiff out of it, which unfortunately they can enter this year. So you look at that. Everyone could be saying Invicta we could be coming bottom next year because they were the second worst team in the league. But like I say, everyone's got a team on paper at the moment. No one's dropped a puck. No one's done anything. So teams on paper can look strong. Teams not on paper, the team last year probably got the 4th spot, probably had a good season. No one would have put them there over it. And you put another team like Bracknell last year, who probably would have gone in that top 4, who won in that top 4. So on paper, at the start of the year, it doesn't matter. It's quickly how we get this team playing, quickly how we get into the systems, quickly how we get the unity. And I keep bleeding on about it, but the unity that bleeds through this room will go out onto the ice, and that's what we need to get.
And as a coach, when you're blending a lot of people into the building, how do you work out your lines? Must be do you have sleepless nights about trying to pair people together?
Siri. It's just you just look well positioned. It's not as if these guys are coming in that I don't know where they've played before or anything else. You got Bestie coming in. He's an out and out centreman. He's a provider. He's a playmaker, and he'll score goals as well. So you think, right, who can I put with him? Who's going to probably the best option to put with him is going to be Ed. You've got to play them two together, and then you think, right, can you split the twins up? Probably not. They're playing together all their life. Let's put someone in the middle to calm them down a little bit when it needs to be, which is going to happen during the year. They're going to get feisty. We know that. So put an old head in between them and see how that works. You can we can put it on paper. For instance, you could put Ed and Bestie out the first couple of weeks in training, or the first week or so in training, and at the weekend, and they don't gel at all. One wants a puck more than the other one, and one wants a puck a bit more than what they're not getting it, and so it's all a bit hit and miss. But I've got it in my head where I want guys to play at the moment, but obviously that will change during the season.
And the brand of hockey you're going to play, you're looking again on paper. You've probably added another physical dimension to the side, possibly, and obviously the team want to score goals, win games, but also the fans want to see a bit of dropping of the gloves. I guess that could potentially happen with this Dynamo side.
Yeah, well, why not? It's allowed in the sport, so why not do it? We're going to be a fast, physical, in-your-face team this year. Simple as that. It's something I think this league probably got away from a little bit last year. I don't think it was that body intensive last year as what it probably has been. That's because of the skilled guys now. You haven't got, not every team, going back a couple of years ago, your defence had to be 6'2" and hit everything in sight. Now the defence are probably 5'10", 6 foot with hands and skilled, and they want to score goals as well, which is good for the game, and that's the way the game's going now. But we've got enough in this team, in this squad, I think, to be a fast, physical, in-your-face team and keep within the boundaries of the game. As simple as that. We're not going to overstep the mark whatsoever, but that's what I want to play this year: fast, physical, and just play the game in the right way.
And unfortunately, obviously lost Ryan Bainborough, throughout the summer. You've got to, offer elsewhere. You've got Adam Long. I guess you're obviously looking to bring a number 2 in as well still. Yeah,
we've had a young guy training with us a couple of times. We're trying to sort out arrangements, how he's going to get here. Unfortunately, he doesn't drive and he lives quite far away, which I didn't realise. Thought he lived a lot closer. But hopefully there's a couple more options on the table. Like I say, we've got until the 16th really to get that sorted out. Hopefully I'll have more than one option in the next few, it needs to be in the next 48, 72 hours really. But going into the first game of the season, I'm sure we will have a backup in place.
And when that first puck drops, what do you expect from the side? Do you think you could be picking up a win first game?
Don't concede first shift, simple as that. Yeah, don't concede first shift, don't concede second shift and score on the third shift. Expectations. Like I say, it's a game. It's not down on paper. It's when that puck drops. When that puck drops, finally I can relax a little bit and just get involved with the hockey side of things, which I need to do. Last year we kind of looked into it. We went into a Sunday, meet the fans. Some guys didn't train on a Tuesday. Not everyone trained on a Thursday and played Basingstoke away on the Sunday. This year we've been in now. I think this is our third week training. Ed's come in this week. Susters has come in tonight, so we're going to have a few training sessions together, a couple of pre-season, so we'll get the gel going straight away.
And finally, a word about the fans. There seems to be a lot of new blood coming into the building, which is really encouraging. And I guess that's the thing. If you can put on the right brand of ice hockey, get some early wins, you can really build the momentum and get lots more people coming to the barn. Yeah,
exactly. I just told the boys in there, wherever you played before, these are the best fans in the league, and I hold my hand on my heart and say that. And I know it's an old saying, every team says it, but these fans are amazing. Last year they were superb for us. It was a couple of times. We lost 11-0 at home once, and we got booed. But that's rightly so. You're at home. People are paying money, and you think sometimes they're gonna talk on their feet and not be here the nenext week. I think after Christmas, our fan base started growing a bit, and new faces were coming in the building and looking around, and people were buying more merchandise and things like that. It's just like, oh my, this is mad. Like, we're not doing very well here, but yeah, if we can keep that. I see there's a lot of stir. Obviously, with Paul, with the social media side of things he does, there's a lot of stir out there, and a lot of people. I think so far it's up to about 48 comments about the game of the weekend, and people saying, "Is so and so coming? Are you coming? Let's go and watch this. Let's go and watch that." So yeah, with Paul, the social media side of it's pushing it hard, and hopefully it's getting out there. And with that, we need to back in, we need to back the club, and we need to do it on the ice.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time.
Cheers. Thanks.